Now, we're adding a big chop to my hair journey. Finally, I can't believe that 2 years ago I was literally on the podcast talking about, oh, one day hopefully I have the courage. Well, courage has been found. Welcome to the Proud and Curly Podcast, the podcast all about celebrating naturally curly hair. I'm Sierra, your host and founder, also known as C. Johnson on YouTube and Instagram, and you, my girlfriend, are in the right place. Every week, you'll get new insight and curlspiration on how to manage and maintain your natural curls. It doesn't matter if your hair is a wavy 2A type, a kinky 4C texture, or if you're anywhere in between. After the episode, the conversation always continues on the Proud and Curly Instagram page, so be sure to follow us there. This episode of the Proud and Curly podcast is brought to you by Proud and Curly Share Your Story. If you're learning to embrace your natural hair, we want to hear about it. What's your hair story? This show is made up of beautiful hair journeys and lessons from people all around the world. But no story is exactly alike, so we want to hear yours. Tell us a story about a hair mishap, adventure, or you can share an inspiring message for everyone to hear. This is your time to share your story and be featured on this podcast. To learn how, go to proudandcurly.com/pages/share your story. Let's start the show. Hi guys, welcome back to the Proud and Curly podcast. I'm back with another solo episode. I just finished listening to my episode of the podcast. It is the second episode of the podcast, and I would highly recommend you guys to listen to that one first. That one's only audio, so you have to listen to that one first before getting into this episode. But this is very much a follow-up. I just listened to it. It's fresh in my mind, and I'm going to update you guys from where I left off on that episode, which was recorded actually 2 years ago, and now all the way to where I left off to here. And in that episode, it's so weird. Like, I'm up here talking about, like, ooh, yeah, like, maybe one day, I don't know when I'll have the courage to cut all my hair off, but I'm thinking of that. And girl, was you thinking about that? because it's 2020 and it just happened. But sometimes it does take a while. It takes you a minute to get acquainted with an idea and get comfortable with an idea before you take action. I know it takes time sometimes. I understand. I'm there with you. Clearly, that was my journey. And yeah, this is just an update to my hair journey. This is a pretty much why I cut all my hair off, because I'm going to get into just what I've been feeling more recently and what's been happening since that last episode, which led to me finally doing the big chop. If you guys want to see the big chop, I actually recorded it here. It was the last episode that was up, so definitely go check that out, and definitely watch the video on YouTube because it is very much a visual episode. I tried to make sure it was still like you still know what's going on if you only listen to this on the podcast, but definitely go watch that. I'll even leave the link in below in this episode, so in the show notes or in the description box, wherever you're at. But yeah, so I'm just going to kind of give a little bit of reference to where this episode's coming from, and what I'm going to share, and then I'm going to try to jump back 2 years ago to how I was feeling and what led me to it. Right now, it's been a full week since I've chopped off my hair in real time for me. I gave myself a week to just kind of get used to my hair. It's my birthday tomorrow, so that kind of tells you when I'm recording this. And yeah, guys, I'm really loving it. I'm really liking it. Today's the first day I put on any light makeup, so here we go. In the last episode, I was preaching about, hey, we're not going to wear no makeup. We're going to be cute and short and bald-headed. Not bald-headed, but like TWA, no makeup. But you know I love my brows. I love my brows and a little mascara. Some smudge lip gloss. If you guys don't know about smudge, definitely check out the episode with IMK Nicole. The second episode that we did, she talks about her lip gloss line, Smudge Cosmetics. She has so many different lip glosses, and that's what I have on today. She said this one is called Glamma, so definitely check it out. I'll even put the link down below to her website and everything, but I love her lip glosses. She's doing the thing, and she pushed me over the edge to just go ahead and chop this hair off. She just pushed me over the edge. Just like, she was like, oh, I'm about to cut my hair in 2020, and I was like, wait a minute. I've been saying I was going to cut my hair for quite some time, and then I looked up in my phone actual photos that I had saved of inspiration and realized that it was 2 years ago. And that confirmed that today when I listened to my episode, and I was like, one day I'll have the courage to cut my hair. Girl. So I guess that day or that year has come, and here we are. I'm so excited, guys. I really like it, and I feel like it looks really good. But you never know how your hair is gonna look when you cut it. Like, you always try to like just do weird things to your pictures. Put your thumbs over where your hair is when it's up in a ponytail, and try to like picture yourself with no hair. But girl, it's probably gonna look better than that, because I feel like I look better than how I was like trying to see how it was gonna look. I feel like it looks way better. Okay, anyways, I'm sorry. I always say girl, but if you're a guy listening to this, I mean, I don't know. I guess you understand because your hair is always short. Most guys have their hair short, so I don't know. Okay, let's go back in time to 2018 after I recorded this episode. Literally in this episode, I was excited. I was pumped. Starting this podcast was really cool to me. And I was like, I am so ready to start trying different things with my hair. Like, I'm so excited to just play in my hair, try different things. I was talking about trying rice water, trying a charcoal mask, and talking about just different styles, talking about learning how to slay my wigs more, all that kind of stuff. And a lot of that I did try. If you guys want to see any of my hair tutorial videos, I no longer do them on my YouTube channel. At the end of that video, I was saying, yes, I'm going to be trying stuff with my hair. Follow me on YouTube at C Johnson. But I no longer do hair tutorials on my YouTube channel, C Johnson. I now only share about my vegan journey. That could change in the future, but I just kind of wanted to focus my niche since I'm completely changing it into my vegan lifestyle, vegan cooking videos, and just showing people how that lifestyle is accessible, how people can do it, you know. I share that on my YouTube channel and share some delicious food. If y'all like to eat, but you want to try healthier recipes or something like that, I would definitely recommend, just trying out vegan food, looking at my YouTube channel. I share different things that I eat, so maybe that'll help you. I don't know if you're thinking about, eating a little bit better in 2020. You never know. You can do a little vegan challenge 2020. I don't know, vegan meatless Mondays, whatever. One step is a big step, and it's a good step in the right direction. Basically, what I'm trying to say is if you want to see any of these tutorials, then I now have a playlist on Proud and Curly's YouTube channel where you can see all my old tutorials, because you can't see them on my YouTube channel because I'm trying to be about that vegan life, and I don't want it to be confusing. So if you want to see any of my hair tutorials, old hair tutorials, or anything that I tried out with my hair, I show like how I finger detangle. I show different products I've used. I showed a wig that I slayed. That was like the one time I slayed a wig really good. And it was halfway good, y'all. Don't judge me. But, different stuff like that, different hairstyles that I did with my hair. Quick hairstyles, how to go to bed with your natural hair, just stuff like that. It's on the Proud and Curly YouTube channel, and you can see all the videos there and just look through there and see what you want to watch, see what might be helpful. And you can see how my hair was before I big chopped as well, and like how it was like actually working with it, because I did my hair on camera. So yeah, that might be helpful. I don't know. I did try out some things with my hair going into 2018 and then 2019. But what was crazy was I was talking about a dry puff in the episode. I said, y'all, I just be lazy with my hair. My hair is mostly in a dry puff. What? 2 years ago, my hair was in a dry puff. Y'all, that was like one of the main things. I was literally so tired of this dry puff that I was like, yo, this is not good for my hair. Like, I can't be walking around with a dry puff. Like, I just can't. And it was just like, I think that's what kind of started to lead me closer and closer. That was definitely one of the things, me trying to moisturize my hair. So we did a porosity test a few episodes ago, and I showed you guys my porosity. I still don't even remember what my porosity is. I think it's low porosity because, girl, I had to go back to that episode because I literally have no idea what my porosity is, which is why my hair was still dry. Still was dry. I did the porosity test and everything. Girl, went back to doing the same old thing. I'm the one where you have to use heavy creams. Heavy creams do well on my hair, stuff like that. I'm going to get into what products I'm using now because, girl, we ain't dry. We ain't dry right now. So whatever I'm using right now is definitely working. Okay? So I could have probably tried to use these things before, but that's what I mean. Like, there's so many products out there. It's hard to find what products work for you, and hopefully one day that will get better. Wink. But I'm pretty sure I'm low porosity because it's hard to get moisture into my hair and it's hard to keep moisture in my hair. So it just doesn't. But y'all, look at this. Okay, I'm sorry. I like doing that with my hair now. Um, so anyways, going back into my hair journey from 2018. So it was still very difficult for me to keep moisture in my hair. And I still was, I guess you could say, pretty lazy with trying new methods, trying new products, all of that. It wasn't really happening the way that it needed to be. I started to I started to pick up work in my career field, which is in film and television. So I started to get actual film gigs. And so I started working in my career, and I was just so busy because working in film and television, it's like 16-hour days every day. Yo, like there was no time to be doing my hair. So I started to do like different protective styles while I was at work, and that would help. So all I had to worry about is, when I get home, put the bonnet on my head, wake up, pull the bonnet off, hurry up and get dressed because I'm probably running late because I probably overslept or whatever, or I want to pack my lunch, or like other things. Maybe I was like, oh, I want to try to work out first. Like, see, hair just started to go way back to the back way side of the back of the oven, like just the back of everything. It was outside of what I like was even thinking about doing with my normal like routine, morning routine, night routine. It wasn't in any kind of weekend. It wasn't in any kind of routine until I was like, oh, I really need to wash it, or oh, let me get some braids or something so that it can last me longer and I don't have to do this routine quite so often because I don't have time and I don't really have time. And I also, oh, this, oh, I'm just thinking like back around the time I was working, I also met my now boyfriend. So, I don't know, um, did that take away time from my hair regimen? You got to take these things into consideration when you get in relationships. That might take time away from your hair journey. Not your hair journey, your hair regimen. But yeah, I definitely did have a lot of protective styles through 2018. I think towards the end, I kind of slowed down with the protective styles. And then in 2019, I never really did anything big with my hair in those 2 years. So I never like I was saying in that video that I was like, I don't know if I want a big chop because I really want my hair to grow and I want big hair. And so that was always a goal that I had, but I never really put forth the steps to actually put in moisture, actually care for my hair. And when your hair is longer, your hair is more prone to split ends. I didn't trim my hair as often as I needed to. I would trim it maybe twice to 3 times a year. probably more so like once or twice. Because I can't really remember, but I would also when I'm detangling my hair, if I would find a knot or something when I'm detangling, I would just go ahead and cut it out instead of trying to detangle it out, because once you rip your hair, and I say this all the time, but when you're detangling your hair and you find a single strand knot or a fairy knot, we're going to talk about this in another episode because I already have that idea written down, but don't just rip it apart. You need to cut that out, because when it breaks off, when your hair breaks off, that is going to start another split end that is then probably going to also tangle up and turn into another single strand knot. So you're just like creating more knots when you tear it up, like when you tear it up like that and it breaks off, you're just kind of creating more single strand knots. I learned that early in my hair journey, so I've always implemented that until kind of more so towards when I was about to cut my hair off. I was like, look, y'all, look. So, but I've always done that, especially mostly throughout those 2 years. And so that was probably the most that I trimmed my hair. And then I would say, so my hair wasn't growing into any kind of style that I wanted it to. It wasn't even grow. Like, I felt like it wasn't really growing. I have a video, and I think it's in that playlist where I talk about my hair's not growing. Like, I'm just up here like, yo, my hair's not growing. It's like a hair rant. And I'm like, yo, my hair's not growing. It's not doing nothing. Now, when I look at that video, I can tell that my hair is grown. But my hair at the nape of my neck, since it's a looser texture, and you can still kind of tell here that it's a looser texture than up in here. But since my hair has always been a looser texture at the back, I was always just like, that part definitely does grow, but the other parts of my hair weren't really growing. So it wasn't necessarily, my afro wasn't getting bigger. My hair right here, like in like the middle of my head and the top, was mostly staying the same, which is probably like it with shrinkage, it was probably here close to my jawline. But my hair at the nape of my neck would be at my collarbone. So I would have long, like doggy ears, like of long, looser curl pattern hair hanging from below my jawbone where the rest of my hair naturally shrinks up at, and it would just look a mess. Because the hair at the nape of my neck that has the looser texture wasn't necessarily shrinking up. It didn't have much shrinkage to it. I would wet it and be able to clump it up a little bit, but it looks longer than the rest of my hair, and it's at the bottom of my head, so it's pretty much going to be longer than the rest of my hair because my hair's at the top of my head. You know what I'm trying to say. Anyways, so yeah, my hair wasn't growing into the style that I wanted it to. It wasn't growing into a big style that I wanted to. It wasn't growing long. And then when I felt like my hair was growing long, I had so many single strand knots, and me trying to detangle that and trying to cut out those knots and everything. I just felt like if I was growing anything, it wasn't retaining the length because it was knotting on me, it was dry, stuff like that. And I'm pretty sure that not having much moisture in my hair attributed to the knots and stuff like that. So, so I just kind of got like tired of it. I was kind of tired of my hair. Always wanted a break from my hair. Always was looking for, okay, I'm gonna leave my hair out. What's the next protective style I can put in my hair so that it can be away? Because one, I don't have time with me working and everything, and two, it's dry. I don't know what to do with it. This isn't necessarily the style that I want. I'm not super excited when I'm doing it. Like when I would do my hair or wash my hair, I would just do wash and goes, which I always did wash and goes, and I like doing wash and goes, but it wasn't necessarily the style that I wanted to come out in. So then I would be like, oh, do I want to do a braid out or a twist out? But I wouldn't really be excited about doing that either. So it was just like, we're not excited about our hair. And usually I can, pretty much get excited about trying something new. I was excited about the sew-in that I got at the end of last year. So that was something, that was probably the most new thing that I've done with my hair. I've always gotten like crochet braids and crochet hair. So, I mean, that's what I was doing before I got the sew-in. And yeah, then I got the sew-in, and the sew-in was great. I felt like my hair was away. I washed my hair with the sew-in in. That was crazy. I was like, oh, wow. And I use the products Girl in Hair. Usually when I have a sew-in or have any kind of protective style, I like Girl in Hair because they have the tips to it where you can get in your scalp and get into your hair. So I really like that. So I felt like I was taking good care of my hair in the sew-in and everything and in my protective style. So I felt good about it. So anyways, let's just come forward all the way to me taking my sew-in out. So when I took my sew-in out, um, it was before the new year, and I took it out. I thought I was doing fine. I had quite a bit of hair that came out, and you know when you have your hair, I pretty much had it in for about 4 weeks. I didn't. She told me I could go 4 to 6 weeks or something like that, but I just stopped at 4 weeks. I was like, okay. My hair in the front, it was growing, and the parting area and all that didn't look the best, and where I was gelling down my edges, it was just looking like I've been doing that for a while. So I was like, okay, I'm ready to take this out. And I had put a lot of heat on that hair, curling it up and stuff, doing things I haven't done in years. So the hair was like getting it from me, and this curling iron and this curling wand and everything. So I went ahead and took it out, and I had a lot of shedding just from taking out my braids and trying to cut out the I did this at night one night. I was like, I'm ready to take this out. I was taking my hair out of the braids and taking the sewing out, cutting out the string from my braids late at night. I thought I was doing pretty good, but I don't know. I really don't think I cut any of my hair when I was doing that, because I wasn't trying to cut my hair when I did that. I really wasn't trying to cut my hair. I was just trying to take it out. At that point, I did know that I wanted to big chop my hair before my birthday or for my birthday, but I wasn't cutting my hair at that point in time. But I think I did cut some of my hair at that point in time, because a lot of my hair came out, a lot more than normal when I have braids. And I don't know if it was because of the braid pattern or what, because I felt like I was keeping my scalp moisturized. It wasn't itching or anything. So I was just like, what's happening? So I took the braids out. I had a bit of shedding. And then when I washed my hair was so tangled. So I took out my hair the one night, and I got tired. It was late. It was like 2 a.m. So I was like, okay, I'm going to go to sleep. And I got up the next day and washed my hair that day. I think it might have been the end of that day because I was dreading it. But I was like in the shower for probably an hour. I had to turn the water off. And I usually like just do half of my head. I don't really part it, but I do one side of my head and the other side of my head to detangle. Like I was saying in the episode about detangling, how I put my hair under the water and I kind of let the water start to loosen my hair up before I use the conditioner. So I did that with the water. That was like 20 minutes. I was getting a lot of hair, like pretty much, I'll call it, I think I call it shed hair. It's like hair that you would have shedded or hair that would have come out of your head naturally. You know how your head sheds a certain amount of follicles every day. So I call it, that kind of buildup shed hair that's like stuck in your hair because you have braids. So I already had that. And then, you have more kind of as you are just detangling, you may have some more hair that comes out. I'm detangling it, and I have quite a bit coming out of both sides. So then I do the conditioner, my Good Slip conditioner, my conditioner that is bomb that I was talking about in the last detangling episode. I'm doing that. It is a lot coming out. It's taking me a long time to detangle, much longer than normal with my fingers. Every time I'm still at the bottom, like I'm getting so many tangles. And then, So I keep going on like both sides. I swear it took me like an hour. I turned the water off. I was like, I'm wasting water. Like, I can't be doing this. And plus, I don't want any of this hair to go down the drain because that's a nightmare. But yeah, so it took me a long time to detangle. And I'll put the picture here of how it looked, how big the ball was of my hair. I'll put the picture on this video because yo, it was huge. That was like the most shed hair that I've had in quite some time, for sure. In a long time. I can't remember it being that big because I took a picture of it and I was like, oh my God, this is a lot. And I felt like it was a lot when I was taking it out. So I was just like, you know what? It's about time to cut my hair. That made me be like, you know what? I'm good. I'm good. I'm ready to move on to my next thing. I already knew I wanted to do it, but after that journey, I tried to style my hair one more time, but luckily wherever I had to go, I didn't actually end up going. So I was like walking around. I had washed my hair, but I never put product in it, and that's how you saw my hair before I cut it off. That was where my hair was after I detangled it and washed it, but I didn't put any products in it. I just deep conditioned it and let it be. And that was how it was. And so now we're here a week after cutting my hair off, and I really like it, you guys. Like, I really, really, really like it, and I think it suits me and my face and everything. The only thing that I've been like checking myself on is my posture, because I'm usually like a sloucher. I am very much a sloucher, but I'm just trying to do better because with me having no hair, you can see that my neck is like you can see my neck is slouching. Yeah, I'm slouching on camera if you're watching, but yeah. So I'm trying to be better about my posture. I've been thinking about getting that little thing where you put on your back. Like, it's not a good investment, but I do be needing those reminders. Like, that's the thing. You need those reminders. Anyways, so now we're adding a big chop to my hair journey. Finally, I can't believe that 2 years ago I was literally on the podcast talking about, oh, one day hopefully I have the courage. Well, courage has been found. And hey, I don't regret those 2 years. I think that's totally fine. If I wasn't ready, then I wasn't ready. So I'm glad that I finally got to where I feel comfortable and I feel ready to incorporate this big chop into my hair journey and rock this big chop. I'm so excited. I feel really good about it and I actually really like it. I know it's different for me, but I actually really like it and it's super, super easy, guys. I'm about to run you guys through my hair routine, my hair wash day routine, and show you products this time because I think I was mentioning showing products last time and products were not shown last time. Hold on. So let's get into these products. So I'm going to start with like basically washing all the way down to styling. So for shampoos, I'm going to start from washing all the way down to styling. So for shampoos, I've been using Carol's Daughter's Almond Milk. That's the name of the line. Sulfate-Free shampoo and also the Almond Milk Restoring Conditioner. Oh yes. So good. These products are so good. It's so soft on my hair. I like the shampoo. It still kind of bubbles up and everything, but it's very soft and like it feels very conditioning and everything. It has almond milk, aloe butter, and shea oil. Girl, I didn't even know that before now. For extremely damaged, over-processed hair. Or dry, extremely dry. I think it's very good for dry hair. And so I'm also using the conditioner, which has like the same products in it. But this conditioner is the conditioner I was talking about that has a good slip. So get this if you guys feel like you need something a little bit heavier but soft and really conditioning. I would definitely recommend trying this one, the Almond Milk line, Daily Damage Repair. And then for deep conditioning, I've been using, and this one's open, you guys, but I've been using this little trial pack of the Every Strand Shea and Coconut Oil Deep Moisture Hair Mask. So I really have been liking this. It's a nice thick conditioner, and that's a thick deep conditioner. I really like thick deep conditioners. Oh my goodness, that is a tongue twister. It has shea butter, coconut oil, and I think those are the main ingredients that they promote. Damage control for all hair types. So I like this, and they come in these little packs. So those were products that I was already mostly using. Also, this product I already had that I was mostly using on my hair before. But I'm going to get into some products that I'm using now and if I've used them before or not. So right now, what I've used on my hair is those three products that I just showed, and also using this Shea Moisture Strengthen and Restore Treatment Mask, and this is the Jamaican Black Castor Oil line. And I've used this before, and I remember using, I don't know if I've had the mask, but I've definitely used the conditioner before, and I really liked it. So I was looking at some videos for like how to, get your curls popping with the TWA, which is a teeny weeny afro. If you didn't know that, TWA is a teeny weeny afro. And this one came up, and I was like, girl, I've used this before. And I was at the store, of course, looking at hair products videos in the store, and so I was in the hair aisle looking at hair product videos and saw that they still were selling this, and I picked it right on up. So this is how it looks. It's a very like thick conditioner, and I like that. So I don't really wet my hair every day, but today I just took my shower, got out the shower, and actually just put water in my hair, and then I use another product, which I'm gonna get to in just a minute. I just want to say one more thing, one more other product that's like a deep conditioning mask, and this is a product I've always loved ever since I was a young child. I've used this on my hair. I've recommended it in many of my videos, like from my old channel, which you can find in that playlist. I recommend this many times. Hair mayonnaise. My hair loves this stuff. If you guys have ever tried this, or if you haven't, I would definitely recommend trying it because, my hair loves this stuff. And if it's something that your hair has always liked, try it again. You never know. You might like it again. So I've always liked this stuff. It has extra virgin olive oil in it. It's for weak and damaged hair. It has natural herbs, olive oil, and egg protein. So this product is not vegan, but I know my hair likes it. And I was just trying to make sure my hair has enough moisture. I know my hair likes this. I know I don't have to use this, but I might try it again. I haven't opened it yet, but I might try it again though. But so far, this has been doing me good. So anyways, moving on to styling products. Those were my deep conditioning products. Moving on to styling products. A new product, y'all. That's what I was saying today. I just put water in my hair and I use this product. And this product is like so conditioning, and I've been wanting to try this brand for so long. It's Talia Wajid, green apple and aloe with coconut line. Y'all, this is the Nutrition Curl Definer. So I was actually trying to get a different product in this line that was recommended from Nye McFly. She was a big inspiration for me. As you guys saw in the last video, in my video about my big chop, she was one of my huge inspirations on my Pinterest board. And I was like, I hope my hair comes out like this, and girl, it did. And she cut her hair at home, and so I cut my hair at home. I was so like, when I had already had her on my Pinterest board, and when I found her YouTube videos, I was so lit. Like, that's why I really did it, because I was like, yo, this is how I wanted to look. And she did it at home. Girl, we gotta do this. So anyways, she uses Talia Wajid, this green apple and aloe line, but it's not the curl definer. I have to look up what it is, and I'll put it down in the description box, and I'll put all of these products in the description box just so it's easy for you to use. And I'll put all of these products down in the description box just so it's easy for you guys to find and see like the spelling of everything. So I'll put this one. This is the Nutrition Curl Definer, which I'm using now, which I actually really, really like. It is such like, it's like a creamy, it looks like it's watery. It has a little bit of water in it, but it's very thick. It's like a very thick product. It smells just like green apples, and it has the aloe in it. And I've been wanting to try aloe in my hair. So this is the product that I'm really liking and my hair is really liking. It's to help create longer lasting, more defined curls fortified with vitamins, fiber, and protein. So as you guys can see, I like how it, before I wasn't using this. I was just using my Auntie Jackie's gel, which I still use, but it wasn't leaving my hair like in this kind of wet look. My hair is naturally like a sandy brown color, and it's naturally very frizzy. So it was definitely getting a lot frizzier than this, and it wasn't holding the curls. And you know, I was trying to just do wash and go, so I was like, I need to find some other products. That's when I picked up this, and I picked up the Shea Moisture Jamaican Black Castor Oil. But I also really like, and I'm still using this Aunt Jackie's Don't Shrink Flaxseed Elongating Curling Gel. And this gel is very like watery. It is not as thick as like an Eco Styler gel, but I do really like it, and I liked that it wasn't as thick as the Eco Styler gel, but I think this works better for my hair as when my hair is longer. Since it's not as thick as the Eco Styler gel, it still allows my hair to move like when it could move. It allowed my hair to move. So since it wasn't so heavy and it was more of a watery based gel, I think this worked best then. Because basically I was looking for a cream. I know pretty much my hair needs a cream to be moisturized, and then it needs a gel to hold the curls. And pretty much this Talia Wajid kind of does that. It's like a cream, but it's also like a gel, like it holds it and it's thick. So I'm pretty much liking that. I've been throwing a little bit of this Auntie Jackie's Don't Shrink on top of the Talia Wajid, but I don't necessarily have to. But I do definitely do it when I wash my hair. When I actually do the whole washing and deep conditioning process, I'll put on the Talia Wajid, and I'll also put on this Aunt Jackie's as well, just to kind of make sure it's holding in. And then for my edges, girl, this edge control, I got it from Curl Fest. It's from Cream of Nature. It's Pure Honey Moisture Infusion Edge Control. And this edge control is really good, guys. I really like it. It's pretty soft. Like, it's not super hard on your hair, but it holds. And my hair, my edges always curl up. And so that's like the main problem with it. But like, see this? It holds, but it's not so hard on my hair to where it's going to start flaking and stuff like that. There's no flake. And it holds. It'll hold for like a day or two. Like, I'll touch it up the next day, since I do pretty much put a little bit of water and a little bit of product in my hair every day. So far I've been doing that because when I sleep on my hair, it flattens all the way down. Like, when I lay on my head, it'll be flat. The curls will just be like slapping my head. So I kind of had to wake them up, put my fingers through it with some water, and put a little bit of some kind of product in it. And so far I've been using the Talia Wajid. So anyways, I do use this edge control pretty much every day, and I don't have any problems with any kind of flakes, any kind of buildup, nothing. It's really nice, and it holds, and it doesn't, like, it holds without my hair curling up, because that was always a problem. If I use this elongating gel, my hair will just curl up. My edges will just, like, they'll slick down, but they'll also just curl up. So I highly recommend this Cream of Nature edge control. Yes, ma'am. So some other products that I got just to test. Stuff that I've never really used, but stuff that I thought may work for my hair. I have this Cantu Coconut Curling Cream because I wanted to make sure I had a cream for my hair. So far, this product's okay on my hair. Not nothing too crazy about. I don't really like the smell of it, but it's okay. I've used other Cantu products that I do like, but this coconut curling cream is okay so far. But I did use it with this Auntie Jackie's, and like I said, I knew since it is more water based, it didn't really hold my curls as well. This coconut curling cream probably will work better with like an Eco Styler gel or some kind of gel that's a heavier hold gel. So I'll keep that, but I haven't been necessarily using it recently. It's only been a week, guys, so I'm still out here trying to figure it out. Next, I got a little trial of the Miel pomegranate and honey coil sculpting custard. So I'm thinking it's a coil sculpting custard. It might be similar to this Talia Wajid product, but it feels a little bit more watery, just filling it in the bag. But it says it enhances curl with it enhances curl with deep definition for thick curly type 4 hair. So that'll probably be good for me because my hair is pretty much type 4 right here in like the main core of my head, like the what's this called, the crown, in the crown of my head. So I think this will work. It's deep definition. I thought this was something else. But I do want to try some more Miel products. I know they have a moisture, like a moisture intensive product out right now. I think it's called RX Moisture or something. I haven't seen it in my stores, but I do want to try that eventually. So we got time, honey. We got time for things to grow in, but we got to keep this moisture. That's one thing I know for sure that I want to continue to keep. I want to start keeping up with is the moisture of my hair. And so next I just got some little trial stuff because I was like, look, products are expensive. Like, I don't know if this is going to work, so I'm just going to get trials. I love that they have trials. They have trials at Walmart, at Target, and it's the best thing. Definitely try out some products before you get the full size if you can. I got some more of the Every Strand, and this is a styling product. So it's the Simply Curls Shea and Coconut Oil Professional Curling Cream. The only other cream that I had was this Cantu, so I just wanted to try out another cream because I know that my hair needs moisture. So I'm like, I need a cream and then I need a gel. Cream and a gel and probably some kind of oil too. I need to add in the oil, but we're going to start with just these two because I didn't have that before. All I had was conditioner and gel before, so we're just starting somewhere. But I hope this will do well, and it says it defines curls too, so you never know. I like the deep conditioner, so I'm just trying out their styling product. And then I also got some Old Faithful take it back in the day Shea Moisture Curl Enhancing Smoothie. Now, people, this is an oldie but goodie, and people have stopped using it here and there. I used to use it a lot on my hair. It works. It's kind of a more watery product. You can use this product, but you still need a gel, is what I found when I used it. So it'll definitely give you curls, but it won't hold the curls, and that's kind of where the problem lies. Like it'll give you the curls, but by the end of the day, they may not be there, or the next day you might need to put some more on there. And then also Design Essentials, we have almond and avocado. This is some mousse, curl enhancing mousse. I've never used this mousse, but I used to love and live by Design Essentials, and I talk about that in my last episode, how I was put on to Design Essentials when I got my Diva cut. And so if you want to hear more about that, definitely listen to episode number 2. That was the beginning of this whole episode, like my whole hair journey. I told everything in that one. So I want to try this because I think you're supposed to use mousse when you do finger waves. I think you're supposed to use mousse. So I'm curious. I just it was in a little bottle, and I was like, I don't have any mousse, and I might want to try out some finger waves. So I just have this to see what it do. I don't know. So that's all my products. I know, a little product haul, a little what's in my shower / hair drawer, hair cabinet. But yeah. Oh, and then when I was at Curl Fest, I got this little edge brush that I've been using. I love this thing, y'all. It's got cream of nature on the back. It was so cute. But I love this thing. I just use it and there's a whole... Wait, hold up. hold up. I just go like... and hold... Like, I don't know how to show you guys when I'm looking backwards. Goodness. So I'll hold it here. And I'll hold it. Yeah. So I'll brush it and then I'll hold it and then I'll... You can see this is not an edge video and that... You know, I might need to get more articulate and better words to describe how to do some edges, but girl, we figured it out. Maybe one day I can do an edge video. But I've been trying, y'all. I've been trying to learn some edges. So yes, this is pretty much the end of my hair journey. I hope you guys liked it. I hope it was informative and kind of explaining why I cut my hair. It was mostly just time to cut my hair. I've been talking about it for 2 years, and also my hair was dry and it wasn't in the style that I wanted it to be, so it was time for a new change, and I am so happy that I did. I'm so happy that I did change it, and now I have these new products and my hair is looking like how I wanted it to look, and that makes me happy because before my hair was not necessarily in any kind of style that I wanted it to be, and now this is the style that I wanted and my hair's in it. So I just feel good about that. But yeah, what are your hair goals for 2020? What's going on with y'all's hair? Are y'all big chop in 2022? Because if so, I hope so. Like, I hope if you have been thinking about it like me, and if it's been 2 years or however long and you're like, dang, I'm still thinking about this, I hope this is like the little push that you need to like go ahead and do it, you know? Or my last video might have been the push that you needed. So yeah, let me know down below in the comments. If you're watching this on YouTube, if you're listening to this on your favorite podcast app, please take a screenshot of your phone right now and tag us on Instagram on your stories, add us at Proud and Curly, and let us know what your hair goals are for this year. Let us know if you big chopped. So yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching and listening to this episode. We'll be back next week with another one. And yeah, be sure to subscribe to this wherever you're listening. And I'll see and talk to you guys in my next episode. Bye. All right, that's it for today's episode. Thank you so much for listening to the Proud and Curly podcast. If you like the podcast, please show your support by leaving a rating on the Apple Podcast app. It helps me so much, and it also helps other people find the show. Special thanks to Terrence Esquire Huggins for producing the music in this podcast. You can always check out his website, SoundCloud, and follow him on social media at Esquire Music 111. All of his links are in the show notes. If you're looking for more curly content, be sure to follow us on Instagram. But until next week, stay proud and curly.